Welcome, Scorpio. This is Regina, Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your new moon in Aries reading. Yesterday was the Spring Equinox in the Northern Hemisphere, and with the daylight saving time, I hope you're feeling the increasing light, the lightness that even daylight, even in the absence of sunlight, can bring. Help us to relax and have confidence in our path towards purpose after this long pandemic period, which we're still in. Today is actually the new moon in Aries. It's occurred about 3 hours ago in the West Coast. So let's get started with your overall energy, Scorpio. We have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is all about new beginnings, new efforts at creating projects, opportunities, new directions in which you can grow and expand. This is you doing the work, making the connections, doing the research, finding the models, looking to the horizon, considering the big picture, looking at others who have done similar things so that you can be inspired, borrow models, use parts of those efforts to inform your own possible directions. You are perhaps waiting on some information that is going to help you solidify some aspect of this new project. But the waiting is not a passive waiting. This is about having already put some feelers out there and waiting for those connections, contacts, or ideas to come through that will help you move on and take next steps. It's very much in keeping with the energy of the Spring Equinox. The 10th house, the house of your social identity, your place in the world, the Seven of Swords. This is vibrating in a way that helps me to understand what you are up against. Something that you're doing is immensely important. It's on purpose. It's on your purpose. It reflects the correctness, the rightness of your path. And because of its importance, its hugeness, you are attracting a lot of envy, a lot of jealousy. You must be very careful and selective about the information you divulge. There are people who are attempting to discredit you, minimize the importance, significance, take seriously your efforts, are seeking to dismiss your efforts, maybe even laughing or jeering at your ideas or you. And this is deeply hurtful and can mask what the wisdom that you have gained throughout this time that you have been creating this new opportunity for yourself, this new enterprise on your path. You are using this information to understand that this is really a reflection of those that are delivering this kind of unfair criticism, excessive criticism to you as a way of picking your battles, taking the information that this contains and selecting what and if you will respond, but fundamentally no longer internalizing this energy in a way that you may have in the past. Even if you dismissed it, you in the past this kind of sabotage may have found a toehold in your insecurities, in your self-doubts. That is not the case now. You are reflecting that how important your project, how critical your information, whatever you're developing in to raise such ire, to be so threatening. You're understanding that for what it is, and you're not dismissing it, but you're no longer allowing it to block you. In the first house, we have the Ace of Pentacles. And this is where your perspective is, where your energy is going, what your focus is about this new path, this new direction, this new opportunity that you are creating. The beautiful thing about the maturity and the growth that you have been sustaining is that you now understand that opportunities are not necessarily floating out there to fall into your lap, but instead an opportunity is created based on what you need, what you desire. And having manifested this new direction, this new way to concretize your skills, to benefit from them, to receive reward, but also to build something that is of use to others, is creating a pathway to abundance and to wealth in a way that allows you to appreciate the many manifest forms that wealth, abundance can take in your life. In the fourth house, the house of your home, your past, your history, your roots, we have the Five of Pentacles. And these cards are showing me that your clarity of purpose is helping you to evolve and develop some very critical aspects of behaviors that once restricted your movement, once tamped down your success. You are moving out of alignment, or perhaps have already moved out of alignment with a familiar circle. This can be family, this can be a club, this can be your church, this can be any group that formed a circle of support in your life. And as your values have grown, have expanded, as you have created change in your life, are desiring to create change, perhaps even to these institutions or circles, you recognize that the support you seek must be found elsewhere. You're no longer opting to choose to return to this traditional place of assistance, but you instead recognize that you need to go elsewhere to get the help you want. This is about changing your sense of limitation. This circle understood you and your capacity to be set in a certain way that aligned with their values. You have grown into another person. You have moved beyond this set of expectations, and you want to create change, not only in your life, but in these kinds of institutions overall. So you are making what I love to call a maverick move by simply exploring new associations, new circles, and really seeking the assistance where you know you can find it and will be supported. In the seventh house of significant others, we have the Hermit. And the Hermit is about your ability to pull in, to retreat, to seek the guidance from your teachers, those authorities you respect, anyone. It can be a friend, it can be a sibling, it can be a child who even understands who you are and what the way that you can learn, seek the answer to your problems in a way that you can share that solution with others. So the Hermit is an interesting model of learning, model of growth in a way that supports your own internal individual authority. You are your authority. All the answers you seek are within. And as you gain those answers, you share this knowledge with others. The Ace of Pentacles in the first house is clarified by the Eight of Wands in the second house and the Knight of Swords in the third house. Lots of good news, which it looks like you could use. You have been questing after, putting out your feelers, doing your research, making contacts, and you are going to be rewarded in spades. There is lots of information, new connections coming to you rapid fire. This is very much in keeping with the season. There are No retrograde planets at this time. Mercury isn't even retrograde, and the energies that have been pent up for so many months, even years, are freely expressed at this time, and you're really not having a chance to think too long or hard about the decisions you're going to make in order to utilize this energy. You are, however, continuing to seek, query, ask questions, get more information, gather more information so that you are listening more than you are speaking, and you are curious about the information you receive. You're not receiving it passively, even though the opportunities are there for you to see as you work in concert with others in a certain direction. You are having a significant impact, but you are constantly asking questions, facilitating discussions, staying in negotiation with each step that you make along this new path of growth. The Five of Pentacles in the 4th house is clarified by the Tower in the 5th house and the Lovers in the 6th house. The well of your creative drive, the efforts that you are making to identify your true co-creators and collaborators, the pleasure that you gain from the work that you do, the way that you can make light of that is being completely altered and shifted by the choices, the information that you're making now. You're very aware that your ability to discriminate between the options before you has greatly improved and is focused on long-term growth and benefit. The relationships you are forming, you see as lifetime relationships. You see as moving you to a higher purpose in the direction of your growth that can similarly reflect and support the growth you're experiencing. In the unpredictable experiences of the day, and you are being overwhelmed with some very unexpected information, surprising reactions from others that you might have thought would be more supportive of your ideas or be willing to give you credit for your ideas. However, that information that comes to you through those often surprising, even hurtful gestures of others is helping you to course correct, is informing the direction that you are shaping this new opportunity. You are making very clear and deliberate choices and selections from the information that you receive. And this is a good thing because a lot of information and opportunities are going to be coming to you rapidly if they're not already. The Hermit card in the 7th house is clarified by the Empress in the 8th house and the Page of Cups in the 9th house. My voice is absorbing the rain outside. The Empress is really about you being in your power, and clearly, Scorpio, your ability to discriminate, to look beneath the surface, to hear what's being said underneath the words is really key to your ability to negotiate and enjoy, maximize, appreciate all of your relationships. That, in fact, despite the blowback that you may be receiving in some ways, your heart is truly being opened by this experience. And this experience is about faith in yourself. This is elevating your appreciation of the opportunities you have, of the resources that are abounding in your life, with a new level of imaginative creativity. This is opening you up to new possibilities and lightening your load tremendously because you're able to find pleasure in every step of this experience. You're able to make light and know that as long as you stay in your authentic self, where your natural gifts and talents reside, that you are able to appreciate the beauty, the opportunity, the service that you are in, that you are providing, that you are creating for others. And this gives you a lot of joy, and it actually elevates your spiritual appreciation of the diversity of the world. The Seven of Swords in the 10th house is clarified by the King of Pentacles in the 11th house and the Two of Wands in the 12th house. Yes, indeed, you are focused, particularly in your collaborative efforts, particularly among your associations, groups, and tribes. Your humanitarian efforts are focused at concretizing your contribution, creating tools, resources that everyone can access, creating security, stability, and safety, and moreover, creating abundance, really understanding the true value of abundance, the experience of abundance in our world, the opportunities that cohere to that, and the results and rewards of your hard work and discipline, your investment in yourself, that is creating the sense that your personal model of industriousness, discipline, resourcefulness is the greatest gift of all. You are really evaluating your strengths and your skills in a way that is helping you to anchor in on who you truly are. And that is what is inspiring you to move forward in this really joyful and inspired direction. This is what is motivating you and motivating others to want to participate with you appropriately in the projects that you're engaging with among your many collaborators and co-creators. I'm hoping this reading is useful to you, certainly enjoyable, and if so, please like and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I appreciate all the support and love that I receive, so thank you for that. And I pulled love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Again, I appreciate your time with me. I look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, Namaste.